Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Precipice house, Eric asks Ridge how they're going to deal with this. He wants to know if Brooke has any sapience. Ridge says he didn't spend the night with her last night. Steffi muses about getting up and getting ready for work. Are we really not going in? She asks her pater. He says no. Eric learns that Ridge told Brooke he couldn't live on the same property as Hope. Steffi wouldn't take orders from Hope and Carter. Eric grunts, that goes without saying. Just also Zen walks in. He announces he's relinquishing. I'm a Forrester. I'm standing with my family. In Forrester's main office, Carter clears all the prints except Stephanie and Eric's from behind the office. He calls for a meeting with all of the division heads as Hope walks in. She tells him how good he looks in that president. Carter's first sanctioned act is to hire her back if she'll accept. Hope teases him. Does he know any good attorneys who'll help her look over the contract? After giving him her terms, which include unlimited access to the man in charge, Carter assures her that she belongs there. Hope says it's nice to hear. She feels lucky to have him by her side. In the design office, Katie looks at the print of Elektra she was transferred with concern. Brooke comes in and updates her family that she didn't sleep well. She kept hoping Ridge would come home. Katie's sorry. Brooke has faith that effects will work out, it'll just take some time. Katie is there for her. The Logans take care of their own. Brooke thanks her and asks why she wanted to see her. Katie has commodity to show her. At Il Giardino, Remy also looks at the print of Elektra. He flashes to digitizing and altering it. Sheila notices his expression and asks what's going on. He says he's just allowing about a friend of his. Sheila asks if he wants to talk about it. In the salon, Elektra asks Will to help her trim some fabric. She teases that he might be overqualified for the job. Will says this job comes with gratuities like spending time with her. She's glad and doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Elektra tells Will she texted Remy because she feels bad about the way they left effects. She'd like them all to hang out. Will asks if she's sure they didn't date. She says he's just a friend but he's sensitive. She'd feel bad if she hurt his passions. Will thinks it's strange when she tells him Remy hasn't responded yet. He learns that Remy was kind of a non-conformer and they were both nerds in academy. Elektra also gets cerebral about the wisdom of making jewelry. Will tells her she's beautiful and smart. Elektra says Remy likes computer wisdom. And he was there for me during a delicate time. At Il Giardino, Remy tells Sheila that he was checking out what someone posted online. Sheila suggests he get back to work. Cleric doesn't shirk her. After she walks off, Remy goes back to his phone. In the design office, Katie tells Brooke she got in dispatch with Prince of Elektra. She shows Brooke who gawps, oh wow. She allowed. Elektra was sweet and innocent. Katie complains that this is Will's gal. And they also see ain't go negative hype right now. Brooke agrees. They'll have to end their relationship with Elektra. In the main office, Carter tells Hope they're going each in on Hope for the future, which will get all the coffers it needs. Ivy knocks and comes in. She heard that Carter is head of Forrester now. He assures her it won't affect the jewelry line. Ivy asks if she comes to him for blessing now. Carter says, yeah. Ivy admits she's having a hard time imagining how her family members feel about this. At the Precipice house, Zen tells Ridge, Steffi, and Eric that Carter and Hope asked him to stay on, but he's a Forrester. He won't betray his family. Steffi thinks he should review. Ridge agrees. They need someone there to represent their interests until they can take the company back. In the salon, Will asks Elektra about the delicate time in her history she keeps pertaining to. She says it would have been much more delicate without Remy. At Il Giardino, Remy smothers and cries as he flashes to Elektra telling him they're not musketeers, like that, and to Will asking him to leave Forrester Creations. In the design office, Katie and Brooke wish it didn't have to be this way. Ivy knocks and comes in. She asks if this is about Hope and Carter. Katie says it's about her bastard Elektra. We're going to have to let her go from Forrester. Ivy gawps. She asks what could conceivably be the problem with Elektra. Katie tells her they just don't suppose she's a good fit for the company. Ivy says she'll have to give her commodity further. None of this makes sense. Elektra comes by and Katie tells her they'll have to let her go from Forrester. In his room, Remy smirks, say farewell to Will. In the main office, Carter and Hope look ahead to fallout. Hope says they'll remain positive, however, it'll look like bitterness if they want to be negative and go low. Carter says it looks like they're on their own. He's not sure Ridge, Steffi, and Eric will ever come back. He wants her to be part of his administrative platoon. Hope has to concentrate some of her energy on getting her line up and running. Carter would like her sapience. She thinks it's a nice change of pace to have her opinion valued. She believes in his vision and is thrilled to stand by him. Carter muses that he'll need a astral CEO to run the day-to-day. I suppose I know the perfect person. He thrills Hope by telling her he wants Brooke to be CEO. She can't stay to tell her. I love you so much, she gushes. Carter loves her too. They kiss. At Steffi's place, Zen can't believe his family wants him to stay on and work with Hope and Carter. Eric advises him that he's a developer, you design. Ridge says it'll be nice to have someone on the inside. Steffi agrees. She predicts that the takeover won't last and their day of reckoning will be there before they know it. Ridge says that Carter doesn't get fashion. He doesn't have the gift or vision. Eric declares that they're the company. Steffi's sure they'll Gamara without them. Ridge agrees and there's no help in sight. Brooke Logan is about to protest off a new period at Forrester Creations. Brooke publicizing her return to the CEO part, so that's coming up during the week of December 16th to 20th. Carter Walton's docket has no way truly been about seeking power for himself. Although Carter does want a chance to pursue his global empire idea, he's substantially concentrated on making effects right for the Logans. Carter feels like the Logan women have been disrespected, especially considering their numerous benefactions to Forrester Creations over the times. Since Carter wants to change that, he'll support Brooke reclaiming the throne and making a bold statement. Of course, Brooke could make an indeed bolder statement if she decides to change Forrester Creations' name. Whether it's allowed with this whole LLC situation or not, B&B doesn't feel too much important about the lawfulness of all this. During one of Elektra Forrester's recent exchanges with Will Spencer, she wondered if the company would still be called Forrester Creations following the preemption. Perhaps that was a hint that a name change could soon be in the workshop. Maybe Brooke will decide it's time to give the Logans the recognition she feels they earn. It seems silly to get relief of the Forrester part considering how well known it is, so Brooke might go with commodity like Forrester Fashions and Logan Creations, or maybe Forrester Creations and Logan Inventions, or simply go all the way with Logan Forrester. Brooke will be furious after she catches Ridge Forrester in a sizzling moment with Taylor Hayes, so retribution could be a factor then. It could be Brooke's way of fighting back if she renames Forrester Creations to be more inclusive to the Logans. Our prognostications point to Brooke making some major moves once she's back on the throne, so Ridge will get updates on plenitude of stunning news. Ridge and Brooke's relationship is headed upwardly presto, so stay tuned.